All right, I tried to clean off some of the coolant from the floor, and it's empty. And this was on crooked. The rubber looks good. I think I just put it on wrong. If you remember the last video, I had trouble seeing the adjustment. Totally empty. There's no leak anywhere else. All the hoses are dry. That wetness is because it's snowing. Yeah, my car always breaks down at the best times. So that's what I'll do for now. I didn't film it, but this was on crooked. This is my last bottle. It's 47 bucks each. Better get a new one. And look how fast that drained. And I just realized something. I should do this with the engine running. Well, this will take a while. You can hear the clacking. Okay, so there's no more leaks there. Wiped off as much as I could. Doesn't seem to be doing much. Oh, there we go. No damage. I think I just put it on wrong. All right, sorry about for not talking much. We know that I opened the drain valve to let some air out. So I was trying to contain the mess. Now the level hasn't moved much. It dropped a bit. I still pump here once in a while. And I go check on the temperature. It's at 50 degrees right now. Someone mentioned that it could be a crack, and I just remembered Trying to get my stand to work here. Now that wetness is from the spew from that. You remember at the beginning it was dry. That's what the steam is from. Not moving much. Okay, it stayed the same level. $59 degrees. I'm squeezing the tube. Steam is starting to come out of it. Sorry for not saying much. I'm looking around inside and underneath. I'm just looking for cracks. No cracks so far. All right, bad news. The temperature's not moving anymore. It's staying at 67 degrees. That should be level. Sorry about that. I accidentally pressed the off button. So that should be leveled. The green goo is when I open up the drain valve, the air valve, to let some of the air bubbles out, but there was none. I have the AC on, but the fans have not come in because the car is staying at the same temperature. It's not getting any hotter. The level is the same. And I'm stepping into coolant. Now I am aware there's a lot of smoke coming out. Might not be visible. Sure, it's hot in here. Not moving much. Tapping sound is less, probably because the oil passed around. So the cold fill line is here. And there's no other leaks. The wetness was when it spewed over it last night. That's from when I opened up the drain valve. I was going to bring the car in, but it's not that cold. So let's try it out. Ooh, it's hot. So AC on, max. I don't really like doing this during the day because there are a lot of cops in my area because I live between schools. But this is for testing purposes. So here, now it's going up. Now, when I turned the car off last night, it was at 96 degrees. I'm lowering the camera because I'm starting to get in a bit of a traffic. And there's a lot of undercover cops. Chinese waiting for their checks. I forgot to mention, if you haven't noticed, it's snowing. My car hasn't slipped one bit. I barely press the pedal and poof, I take off. With all its problems and issues, this still is the best car to drive in the winter. And I just realized I forgot to wash my hands. So I'm getting coolant all over my knobs and all over my steering wheel. Oh well, spring cleaning. So temperatures, 91. We're getting there. 5 more degrees to when it boiled over. I should be getting home in case it does. I did not have the fan on when it happened, so I turned it off. Trying to recreate what I did last night. I went to get gas, and then I went to get groceries. So in all, probably 45 minutes of driving, and I didn't drive too hard. Okay, we're almost at 96 is when it happened. So I'm gonna head right home right now. People are so stupid. They all have SUVs. They all have all-wheel drive cars, and they still drive like babies. Sorry, it's the smell from my hands, the coolant. I wiped my face. I just wiped my face, and I got it on my lips. And now the temperature is actually dropping. Oh, Lordy. All right, so it dropped just a bit. Now I'm on a level surface. .95, it boiled over at 96. Yeah, it's hot. And it's not boiling over. So, I did not put this on right. I don't know why the fans never came on. It makes a distinctive sound. So I'm worried about that. But someone told me that these fans come in at 207, 208, which is 103, 107 for me. And as you saw, the temperature's never got that high. No leaks there. No leaks here. Water pump is good. No leaks. It's not boiling. Before we took off, you saw I pumped this a lot. Actually, that's all I was doing. When you didn't see me on camera, I was pumping this. No, I'm not, because it's hot. No bubbles. It's not moving. And I just realized, even with the door open, I'm getting the fumes. So, I'm not going to say 100% success, but either I did not put this on right, or somehow I hit a bump and it came loose. Right now, it's on as tight as it can be. I wiped it clean. I did hit 2 huge bumps last night. I don't know. $97. 97 is the temperature when this happened. That's just water from the snow, but there's no green liquid. Is there any blockage? There's no blockage. There's nothing blocking the fans. I don't see any cracks. The coolant is barely moving. Yes, this is a long video, but this is the procedure, what you do, one thing at a time. So, I checked here. I released a valve to let the air out. There was none. I'm not going to go my hand because it's on. I checked the fans, see if there's any blockage. There was none. I checked it on the pump, clear. The water came a bit under here, but all the coolant came out of this hose. This hose goes underneath, roughly where you see that metal bar, and it just comes out. But you saw last night, it was boiling all over. Not one bubble is moving. 100 degrees. So we're at 100 degrees. It's not even moving. Now I gotta wipe the coolant off my steering wheel and my handles. There's the hose. 101, that is a lot. Now this is when it overflew. I got home at 97. I heard the noise, and that's when I started recording. It's going up a bit, but it's not boiling. It's not bubbling. That sound is outside the dripping. There's no steam. A lot of the steam came from the end of the tube. As you can tell, there's no steam. Very hot. Very hot. Water is stable. There's no odd clicking or clacking from the engine when it's turned off. No seepage. No cracking sound. So I either put this on wrong, or because of one of the bumps, it came loose just a tiny bit, enough for the pressure to get haywire. That sound is the snow coming off my car. So that's it. This was put on wrong, or because I hit a bump, it became just a bit off, and that just let enough air to totally whack up my system. Now, this is what I use, premix. This is the HOAT, what you call. This is what you're supposed to put. Not the green stuff, not the cheap stuff. You're supposed to put this stuff. Anything else, you fuck the engine. Here it is. MS. I can't read the numbers, but that's what you're supposed to use. That's what's supposed to put in Hemis. 43 bucks, 47 with taxes. That's a lot of money. And I'm obviously going to have to buy more in case this happens again. I was so scared it was a rad or a blown gasket, which I think I have. I'm not sure. Everyone that sells those testers with the blue liquid, they're out. The garages and dealerships are buying them all, they said. Because everyone's running their car, everyone's idling for no reason. Okay, this is a long video, but as you can tell, there's no edits except when I accidentally press the stop. Some of my videos that I put up are around this long, but I used cuts. This one I didn't do any cuts because I wanted you to see that I did not cheat. Unlike some people who do videos out there who are total scams. I'm not going to say names. But people in a 5-minute video who spend the first minute telling you to subscribe and all this bullshit before they even get to the topic, those are your scammers. Those are the people you don't want to listen to. I'm just looking because before I made the video, I cleaned a splash off from the coolant around here and here. So I'm just looking if there's any new splashes. There isn't. This was completely covered up to here. This is just snow now. The snow from outside. Okay, I got it all off. Coolant and paint do not mix. Yep, I got it all off. So always start with the basics. First step is air, loose cap, undo the plug, release, squeeze your, it's hot, squeeze your tubes. There's another one down there. I didn't do it because I'm not doing it flush. Second step, the thermostat, brand new, and it's from Dodge, so I know it's good. Third step, the radiator itself. Now the fans do only come on at 208, which my temperatures never got to, but I did hear it before winter when it was hotter. Next step is checking for blockages, any dents, any cracks in the radiator. And the obvious step, the test with the blue liquid to check for a blown head gasket. And the other test, which I do not have, is the vacuum test with the pump. You put up the pressure. This one is supposed to be 18 psi, and then you let it overnight, an hour or overnight, and you check, get the needle moved. Some testers, when the needle gets to certain points, it will say gasket or this or that. That's how advanced the technology has gotten to. I just wish scanners would be that good too. Another possibility, where is it? Is your sensor. There, the red thing. That's another possibility. The reason why your engine overheats. It could either be bad, or you could have put it on wrong. I checked it before. All right, so this is a very long video. My heart was racing, but you can see for yourself, it got up to 100 degrees. The water never boiled, the water never moved. There's no steam. There's no bubbles forming up on the top, and there's no leak. So, radiator, coolant, the coolant overflow cap. If you got it this far, thank you very much. I make these videos so people like you who are not mechanically inclined or don't have access to a lift, you guys can do this at home. I'm just looking for stains or anything. Okay, I'm out. Happy winter.